Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to this video. In today's video, I wanted to share with you as to how the crypto treasury experiment is going and when share buyback signal a strategy's end. The corporate world loves a good trend, especially one that promises to unlock shareholder value with a simple pivot. In 2024, the trend was crypto treasury strategy. Companies abandoning their core operations to become Bitcoin and cryptocurrency holders. But as we near the end of 2025, a telling pattern is emerging. These same companies are now borrowing money not just to buy more crypto, but to buy back their own shares. This strategic reversal tells a story that every business leader should understand, whether you're bullish on crypto or whether you're not bullish on crypto. The MicroStrategy playbook that went mainstream. The crypto treasury phenomenon didn't emerge in a vacuum. It was inspired by Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy, which began accumulating Bitcoin in 2020 and saw its market valuation soar past $100 billion. The formula seemed simple. Buy Bitcoin, watch your stock price multiply as investors bet on crypto's appreciation. By 2024, scores of companies had attempted to replicate this success. The list reads like a business strategy gone viral. The initial results were intoxicating. Share prices rocketed, and some companies saw 380% gains in days. Others witnessed ninefold increases overnight. For a brief moment, it appeared that any company could transform itself into a crypto investment vehicle and ride the wave to prosperity. However, what happens when the strategy breaks down? Here's when the story takes a crucial turn. The fundamental promise of crypto treasury model was that the companies would trade at a premium to their crypto holdings. That investors would value the corporate wrapper around the digital assets more highly than the assets themselves. Today, at least 7 major crypto treasury companies are trading below the value of their cryptocurrency holdings. This inversion creates what economists call a value trap, and it's precisely when these companies began announcing share buyback programs. The buyback signal, a strategy in retreat. Share buybacks aren't inherently problematic. Established companies routinely repurchase shares when they believe that their stock is undervalued relative to their assets or their earnings potential. Real estate investment trusts, for example, commonly buy back shares when trading below their net asset value. But for crypto treasury companies, buyback represents something more concerning, an admission that their core thesis has failed. Consider the logic. If you truly believe that holding cryptocurrency would drive sustainable premium valuations, why would you borrow money to buy back shares instead of acquiring more crypto? The decision to fund the buybacks, sometimes with the debt collateralized against the crypto holdings, suggests that the management has lost faith in its ability to convince investors of the strategy's merit. And this brings us to the oversaturation problem. The rapid proliferation of crypto treasury companies has created its own set of challenges. When MicroStrategy, known as Strategy these days, pioneered this approach, it offered investors a unique way to gain Bitcoin exposure through traditional equity markets. The company's deep convictions, substantial holdings, and first-mover advantage created genuine differentiation. But as dozens of companies rushed to copy the model, several problems emerged. First and foremost, the commoditization of this strategy. Secondly, there was a management credibility gap. And thirdly, there was capital allocation questions. And lastly, there was a market timing vulnerability also. Let's start with the commoditization of the strategy. When every golf cart manufacturer and biotech firm can become a crypto treasury company, the strategy loses its uniqueness. Investors seeking crypto exposure have numerous options, reducing any single company's pricing power. Moving on to the management credibility gap. Unlike strategies Michael Saylor, who demonstrated deep cryptocurrency knowledge and conviction, many copycat companies appeared opportunistic. Investors began questioning whether the management teams that pivoted from completely unrelated industries possessed the expertise to execute a sophisticated treasury strategy. Coming on to the capital allocation questions. The rush to accumulate crypto often came at the expense of companies' original business operations. Investors started asking uncomfortable questions. If you're not going to invest in your core business, why not return capital to the shareholders? And lastly, coming to the market timing vulnerability. Companies that pivoted during the crypto price peaks found themselves particularly exposed to market corrections, with both their crypto holdings and share prices falling simultaneously. So what does all this mean for business strategy? The crypto treasury experiment offers several important lessons for corporate strategists. First and foremost, trendy does not equal sustainable. A strategy that works for one company in very specific circumstances rarely translates directly to dozens of others. Strategy success, that is, MicroStrategy success, reflected unique factors: timing, conviction, and market positioning that could not easily be replicated. Secondly, the core competency matters. Investors ultimately reward companies that excel at what they do best. Abandoning the proven business models for speculative pivots often destroys rather than create value. Thirdly, the market saturation, which is real. When everybody adopts the same strategy, nobody really gains a competitive advantage. The value proposition that worked for early movers quickly erodes as the market becomes crowded. Lastly, the financial engineering has its limits. Complex capital structures and circular financing arrangements may provide short term relief, but they don't necessarily address the fundamental business model problems. In closing, we can say that not all treasury companies will fail. Some will find ways to create genuine value beyond simply holding digital assets. But the wave of share buybacks suggests that the easy money phase of this trend has ended. For investors, companies trading below their crypto holdings might represent opportunities or value traps, depending on your perspective on both the crypto prices and the management's ability to unlock value. For business leaders, the crypto treasury trend serves as a reminder that sustainable competitive advantages comes from execution excellence and not financial engineering. The most successful companies of the next decade will likely be the ones that focused on building better products and services rather than chasing the latest investment fad. In wrap up, we can say that the crypto treasury experiment may not be over, but its first chapter appears to be closing. That's all that we have for you in this video. Hope you have enjoyed this brief news update. Stay tuned in for the next one.